Well, to finish off, archive resources are fundamental. They're a fundamental resource, but I think in my experience I've observed a lack of understanding from looking at the students' experience and their interaction with archive resources, of how fundamental they are to understanding the past and understanding the development of things in general, product in general, and here we're talking about fashion. So do you have any practical advice to give students on how best to use archives to support their learning?
Absolutely. I mean, research underpins everything. You have to be able to research and understand how a garment got to where it is. You've got to know the past and how it is put together, really.
And as we've just said, it dictates your own methodology.
Of course.
So methodologies from the past and research into the past can help you so inordinately in comparison to, say, just using online resources. Or and I think sometimes it is hard to know how to approach archives, how to approach museums.
Well, it can be daunting and they can be intimidating, and we don't want to be like
kind of dusty as well, and boring.
Yeah.
But I think we've worked really hard to invigorate the collection in that way, and think about why it's important for us as well as a museum to kind of gain new voices and gain new interpretations through working with young people and students and the academic sector more generally. Because we're all kind of out there for the same reasons. We're all in the creative industries and we all want to preserve our heritage, there's that word again, but bring it and make it relevant, because it will inevitably otherwise not play a part in future design.
Absolutely. And to look at collections, to go out to museums, to see what's on display. If you want to come and see things, make an appointment, obviously, and we can show you. But I would say to people, get yourself a tape measure and some good cotton gloves.
Right, okay.
Good white cotton gloves, because they are really, really essential for when you're looking at items and handling items.
Right.
Yeah.
And just don't be afraid to ask questions and
get in
just
touch with people.
Yeah, and enjoy your research and be relaxed with it and get excited by it. And just, if you get to see an item, draw, sketch, get your ideas down.
It's not just about looking at books, and I think people do. It is hard when you're in a university environment to kind of get out of the library and think about research in other ways, because there are time pressures and so on.
And access is difficult.
Yeah, it can be difficult, but it's about asking the right questions and finding out how to do it. But I think we're always so pleased when students get in touch with us and ask to come and see things, because I think it does set you apart as well. It does set you apart. It does inform your ideas in a way that you probably can't even really understand even when you're embedded in it. It kind of can bring new things to your research without you even realising it, I think. And it's fun. It's really fun.
It is fun. It's fun for us too. And there's nothing nicer than having a student with us looking at, say, a coatee and telling us little bits about seaming and oh, that's interesting, and how that was done, and I think, oh, I never noticed that before.
Yeah, with fresh eyes. Yeah.
Totally. But the research bit, I think, is the best bit. I think it's really exciting. But we just would like people to be engaged and be willing to ring and get involved.
And that's why we're here. I think if we're kind of working in this collaborative way, it'll be achievable.
Thank you. Thank you, Nat, and thank you, Becky.
Thank you, Colin.
Thank you.